The meeting is live stream.
Sure. So Deepak, you can start.
Okay. Actually, my saw. So shall we start with saw?
Deepak, if you can turn on your video, not able to see.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Vishal is here. Okay.
Okay, so shall I start, Tanmay? Rajesh? Am I audible? Okay. Yeah. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to this meeting 95 of Mumbai Speakers Club Toastmaster. I am Deepak, Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I would like to begin by stating the mission of Toastmaster Club. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. I would like to give a few instructions that we need to follow in the online meeting environment. I request all the speaker and role bearer to prefix their role to their name so that it's easy to identify them. All speakers are requested to do a quick audio and video check before they start their speech. Request the speakers to also confirm that they can see the timer cards before starting the speech. I would request you not to type in the chat box when a speaker is speaking, as it disturbs the speaker. You can use the private chat to provide the feedback. Do not click on share screen unless your speech or role requires you to do so. You can display a high five or namaste when taking over or leaving from a role. This meeting is being recorded. In case you have any reservation on your speech being recorded, please let us know and we'll pause the recording. Please turn off your cell phone or set them on silent mode while you are speaking. If you are speaker, other time, anyway, you all are muted by the Zoom master. There are 3 ways to giving applause. If your video is on, you can clap like this, or use the reaction button on your Zoom screen and click the clap option. It is my privilege and pleasure to welcome the presiding officer of the day. Over to you, presiding officer. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. And happy and good morning to everybody present here. I am so grateful to all of you because you have taken out time and joined us in this meeting on a Sunday morning. Well, to begin with, artificial intelligence is everywhere. Like everywhere I listen, I hear about things which are related to artificial intelligence. It is taking over everything. But there are certain things which are still exclusive to human beings, and that is emotion and soft skills. While it is prevalent in a huge way, there is still a lot of scope for improvement in artificial intelligence. But I'm pretty sure our Toastmaster of the day, Shreyans, has yet another thing to add to what I have said today. But I'm really looking forward to attend this meeting and learn a lot about artificial intelligence as still, because I am not tech savvy and I do not know much about artificial intelligence. And with the new generation coming in, there is so much that we can learn from them. So this is a very interesting topic that Shreyans has taken up. And to be very honest, I don't have much to say about artificial intelligence because I am going to be a student in this meeting. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people will resonate with me when I say this, because this is a very interesting and very knowledgeable topic. So without any further ado, I would like to begin. But before that, I would like to specially welcome all the guests who have taken out time from the busy schedule and joined us in this meeting. So let us begin with the guest addresses. I can see guest Bhiku. Bhiku?
Hello. Hi everyone. My name is Viku Rajbar. I just would like to attend this session just to understand how is everything is going. I mean, basically, my requirement is I wanted to improve my public speaking because I hesitate. I mean, because I never face a public speaking, so I hesitate sometimes speaking in front of so many people. So I would like here. I'm attending here just to observe how the things are going, and I would like to attend more sessions physically. So for this meeting, I just wanted to be here and to observe everyone's talk.
Thank you, Bhiku. Well, then you are at the right place at the right time, because Toastmaster is here to enhance your public speaking and make sure you develop and enhance your soft skills so that you become a better person, better than what you already are, I'm pretty sure. So we are here to help you, and in a fun way. So you will never get bored, because we have a beautiful meeting ahead of us with a lot of themes, a lot of questions, a lot of answers. So I'm pretty sure this is really going to be worth it. Thank you so much for joining us. Also, one question, who referred you here, or how did you come to know about Toastmasters?
So I was just searching on web on portal. So I got information from the Google. Actually, I'm looking a community that where you can improve your communication skills. So somehow, luckily, I got this link. So I just try to let's see if it's worthy or not. So I thought, okay, let's try it.
It's absolutely worth it, Bhiku, because you will get a good positive environment to enhance your skill with complete technicalities. So I'm very happy that you have joined us, and I wish you all the very best. And I would really like to see you ahead in all our other meetings. Thank you so much for joining us.
Definitely. Thank you.
Moving on, we have guest Rishabh. Rishabh?
Thank you, Misha, for this opportunity, and special thanks to Tanmay for ensuring I'm a part of this meeting. I've known Toastmasters for some time now. A couple of years ago, I was a part of Surat Toastmasters Club, but I'm glad to be back. Thank you.
Oh, that's lovely. We are so glad to have you, and we would really like to see you in our future meetings as well.
Definitely. Thank you.
Thank you, Rishabh. Now we have guest Dipali Mahajan. Dipali? Hi, good morning, Dipali. I'm sorry, but you're not audible. Could you please keep the mic a bit closer and be a bit loud?
Am I audible now?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Hi, Misha. Hello, everyone. I'm Dipali Mahajan. Actually, my brother told me that a Toastmaster will be really helpful for me. So that's why I Google it and I got a contact of Tanmay. Then then I joined this group.
That's great. That's really great. I'm very glad that you joined us today. And trust me, I had done this 3 years back. And since then, I have been doing this continuously. Toastmasters has become a part of my life, and vice versa. So I'm so glad that you have come here. I'm pretty sure you will feel the same as I do. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope you have a great time with us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dipali. Moving on, we have guest Arun. Arun?
Hi everyone.
Hi, Arun. Good morning.
Good morning. So basically, my goal is again to be confident in our professional team meetings, and I always have that stage fright. I want to get better at it. Not better at stage fright. Like get better at public speaking. And I attended one of the Toastmasters offline in Malar, but since I stay in Virar, it was not very convenient for me. So I am trying this out, this virtual, this hybrid kind of thing. I want to see how it works out for me.
That's great, Arun. And thank you for choosing us and being a part of our meeting today on this Sunday morning. We have a hybrid setup, so you can join our meetings physically as well as from the comfort of your home if it's not possible for you to attend physically. And trust me, when you have come here, we'll make sure that it's worth it. You are going to have a great time with us. And I really look forward to have you in our other meetings as well. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Misha.
So,
Nisha, Akshay sent him here actually.
oh, okay. Okay. That's really great. I wish Akshay would also have joined us, but no problem. Maybe next time Akshay and you will come together and we'll get to meet you as well since we have our physical meetings also. But thank you so much for joining us. And with all the guest addresses, without any further ado, I would like to hand over the stage to the Elon Musk of our club. He's the youngest and the most enthusiastic member I've ever seen. Full of enthusiasm, very positive and very helpful, lot of knowledge, at least something I can learn from. So I'm looking forward to Shreyans. And he's the Toastmaster of the day for the first time, right, Shreyans? Second. Okay. So congratulations on the second time as well, and all the very best. So let us all welcome Toastmaster of the day, Shreyans Jain, with a huge round of applause. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Shreyans Jain.
Thank you, Toastmaster Misha. And I'm guaranteeing you that after this meet, you will be taking up AI classes, like you told that you have very less knowledge. So after that, I definitely will take. So moving on. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Toastmaster meeting. As you may have noticed, today's theme is all about artificial intelligence. Now, I would like to share how I came about this topic. So, last month, my dad was reading newspaper, Times of India, and there was a column regarding new AI chatbot, ChatGPT. And I'm sure half of you have already heard of it. So my dad was a bit curious what this new technology is. So he asked me, what is new about this technology? And I explained him in very simple terms, not dive deep into technical terms. In very simple terms, I told him that it is a chatbot. And if you ask, just like Alexa and Siri, but with much more powerful and complex algorithm running behind it, and it's just much more concise. And after telling this, my dad tried out some of its features, and now he's daily using it for 15 to 20 minutes, learning something new things, and always curious and asking me things what else it can do. So artificial intelligence is no longer just a buzzword or a concept in science fiction movies. It has already become a part of our daily lives, from AI assistants like Siri to Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, to self-driving cars. AI is already transforming the way we live and work. Today, we will be exploring the fascinating world of AI and its potential to change the world as we know it. We will have a range of activities, including hands-on experience on some of the AIs, and even an AI art demonstration where we will be giving some commands and AI will be creating some image. And let's see who creates the most creative image. To help us understand and appreciate the power of AI, so in today's meeting, we'll just see what AI can do and how it can help us to make our life easier and better. So buckle up and get ready to enter into the AI verse. Now, let me ask to Toastmaster and guest, what is artificial intelligence? What do you think if you heard the term artificial intelligence? Anyone from the guest? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Rajesh.
Yeah. So artificial intelligence, how would I define it as it's mentioned, it's a replica of of human intelligence. So we're trying to teach machines how to think like human, so they are able to do all the jobs which are complex and require a human brain behind it. And the same thing, machines can themselves do it. Until now, we were getting machines to do very simple thing, right? So the washing machine at my home was only capable enough to wash clothes, but it couldn't think, it couldn't think as smart as humans that, clothes are less let me just give out a message today. We should not be washing the clothes. Can we wash it tomorrow when you club? So the critical thinking behind machines was not available until now. But with neural networks and artificial intelligence, we are trying to make that happen. And I'm sure we'll see a lot more machines which can act like human beings. And that's what the future is.
Yes, that was the appropriate answer I was looking for. So
Hi, Shreyans.
yes,
Okay.
yes, Toastmaster Deepak.
Yeah, I have also something to say.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
sure.
so artificial, in my experience or as per my learning, artificial intelligence is basically the task which will be performed, especially intelligence task will be performed by the electronics and robot or computer kind of thing. And it can reduce our repetitive tasks which we do in our day-to-day activities, I think.
Yes. So basically, it's just machine with some brains. Previously, machine used to work, but on our commands. So we used to give commands, but in artificial intelligence, we have already given commands, and now machine has the ability to think. Okay, so if there's a decision making, so previously we have to make decision for the machine, the which way we have to choose. But in artificial intelligence, machine will decide which way will it go and which is the best case. So it involves computers to do things that traditionally require human intelligence. AI can process large amount of data in which that human cannot. The goal for AI is able to do things like recognize pattern, make decision, and judge like humans. For example, if we let's take a human baby. We teach them from at the starting stage, and as they grow, we teach them more and more things. Just like this, let's now take a AI model, which is trained over many things, usually a large data set. And this process is called machine learning. So just like we are teaching human babies various things about future, we are same doing it for robots, and so that robots develop critical thinking, and this is called artificial intelligence. And as it teach more and more, it gets more and more accurate. And I'm so excited to hear from all of you about AI and how do you think. Now moving on, this Toastmaster meeting is divided into 3 parts, and for a successful and informative meeting, we have a tag team which will work in the backend, and when called upon by the general evaluator, will give us the stats about each speaker. Now, let me call upon the timer, Toastmaster Brijesh, for timing guidelines. And before that, I have a question for you. If you have a personal AI assistant, and so what would you want it to do? Over to you, Toastmaster Brijesh.
A very good question, Toastmaster Shreyansh. If I had a personal assistant, I would want him to answer all the telecallers, sir, आपको credit card चाहिए, sir, आपको personal loan चाहिए, sir, आपको insurance चाहिए, नहीं चाहिए यार. I would definitely employ the AI assistant, to just decline all such calls. While we have tools like Truecaller, which can tell us what call is spam and what is not, but I think it's still not at that efficient level, because people keep on getting new SIM cards and keep on harassing you with spam calls. So I would definitely use that for this application. So moving on, I would give my timing guidelines. Good morning, everyone. As a timer, I will be helping you express your thoughts within the stipulated time. My duty is to time prepared speeches, evaluations, table topic speeches, and any other educational session during the meeting. To help me perform my role, I have a set of 3 cards. Green card to indicate the qualifying time, yellow card to indicate the target time, and red card to indicate the maximum time. For the prepared speech we have today, it's a special speech. So the allocated time is 3 to 4 minutes. So I'll show the red card at 3 minutes. I'll show the green card at 3 minutes, yellow card at 3 minutes 30 seconds, and red card at 4 minutes. We have a buffer time of 30 seconds at both the ends. I would request the Zoom master to just share the screen share access with me so that I can show the cards as well. Yeah. So I would just request everyone to let me know if they are able to see the timer, and you should be able to see the cards as well. So that was the green card. That's the yellow card. And yes, that will be the red card. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Shreyansh.
Yes. Now, let me call our counter Toastmaster Meg for the guidelines. And before that, a question for you also. AI, what do you think will be the future of AI and humans after around 20 to 25 years?
The future?
Yes.
Let's see. I have a very creative imagination when it comes to the AI.
Yes, yes. And sorry to interrupt. You
Yes.
can also add some hardware part.
Oh, okay. So I'll
Yeah.
put in my mechanical engineering into this.
Yes, yes, you can also put that.
Yes.
So
Sure.
you can make it more creative.
Exactly.
Okay,
So
over to you.
thank you to us, TMOD Shreyans. When it comes to the AI, I would actually expect a lot, because with the way that we are moving, with the way that people are thinking, with the way that robots are being made, so there's so much creativity, and there is so many stuff. There's so much that they can do. Like if the example that you gave, chat gpt, which is like like a high class, you can ask any question and it has an answer for it. So it's things that will become much more simpler. I would, in the next few years, I would wish that there would be the hologram type of view, where you can actually click a button on your phone or maybe on a remote or something, and there will be a completely exploded view. So this will be very helpful when it comes to mechanical engineering, because when we are designing parts and when we are designing machines, we have to actually view the parts from all the sides, from a 3D view. So this would give a much more clear and visual aspect to the designer, to the person who is not even a designer. So in the industry, in the whole industrial line, people who are not even in the engineering background, who do not have that background, they will also be able to understand stuff that is going on in a machine. Basic stuff. So yeah, that would be one thing that I would love if it comes up ahead really soon. Thank you, Toastmaster Shells. And coming on to the R counter guidelines. Hello everyone, I am the R counter for today. And as the R counter, I will be counting the filler words and the filler phrases that everybody uses in this meeting. So filler words like like, and filler phrases like, basically, seriously, I mean, well, just, needless to say, as. So such words that are used in a speech that actually breaks the speech down into several pieces. So instead of using so many words, or instead of using such phrases, you can either add a pause, or you can actually have an intentional filler word or an intentional filler phrases that are being used. So I read this quote somewhere, and actually it's a very nice quote. Uh, it is a matter of training yourself to tolerate a long pause and telling yourself that you will not lose people's attention or respect. Thank you, everyone. I will be sharing my my report when called by the general evaluator.
Now, let me call upon the comedian of today, Toastmaster Sikandar, for the guidelines. And Toastmaster Sikandar, your question is, have you ever watched a movie that features AI? What do you think of the portrayal of AI in that story? Over to you, Toastmaster Sikandar. Actually, you're not audible.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yeah, now it's perfect. Yeah.
So thanks for the great question, Shansh, and the best topic I could think of for myself to, and I would relate to it and say that this is something I can give a prepared speech on the spot as well, something that I can say. So at the question you asked was around the robot. So the movie that I've seen is the Robot and Robot 2.0. That movie is clearly an indication on that is where AI at today's time is something that scares us, as well as it shows the positive aspects of the AI in a different way. So that is where the scary part also comes into picture at times. But if we just have a control of the way that we present the AI or utilize the AI into the automation, and the way we use it is something of great importance. And of course, you mentioned about chat gpt. I would like to say a few words on that as well, that chat gpt, of course, has been in the around the circles, and my fellow presiding members, Toastmasters, as well as fellow engineers, I would say, have commented on that. And yeah, chat gpt is something that but the scary part is not currently yet, because I would say that ChatGPT was given the chance of giving the UPSC exam, but it was not able to crack it. So yeah, that is something that makes us believe that okay, there is a element of uh, completion yet to be done. So we are still not replaceable yet. So yeah, moving on to the guidelines for today. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster guests and esteemed guests. The word of the day is synapse, a term that reminds us about the intricate and interconnection nature of the human brain. Just as synapse facilitates the transfer of information between neurons, so does we strive to communicate more effectively and connect more deeply with one another through the art of public speaking through our Toastmaster meetings. So the definition of synapse is the junction between two nerve cells consisting of a minute gap across which impulse passes by diffusion of the neurotransmission. Example sentence would be: the human brain consists trillion of synapses, which allows us to transmit electrical and chemical signals that underline all aspects of thought, behavior, and emotions. And just to add, this particular definition and word has been created by ChatGPT itself. So yeah, over to you, Trustmaster.
Very tough word, Sikandar.
The last time I heard synapse, yeah, the last time I heard synapse was in 10th, where I was studying my biology exam. Yeah, okay. Then moving on. So let's get started with the first section of our meeting, which is the prepared speech. I would like to call upon the evaluator, Toastmaster Raviraj, to read the objective or Toastmaster Vishal's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Raviraj.
Good morning to fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am Toastmaster Raviraj, the evaluator for Toastmaster Vishal's speech for today. So Toastmaster Vishal is going to give his level 3 project 2 speech in his pathway presentation mastery. The time taken by him will be 3 to 4 minutes. The purpose of his speech project is to practice delivering social speeches in front of club members. So I wish all the best to Toastmaster Vishal. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Shreyas.
So, Toastmaster Vishal, all buckled up? Yeah. So Toastmaster Vishal, believing in someone, Toastmaster Vishal, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, Shreyans. Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Yes, Vishal, you are. So let me know and I can start the clock.
Yes, you may start. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. One evening in May of 2022, I received a call from Sudha ma'am, and she said, Vishal, I have Babu sir on the line with me, and we would like to discuss with you something important. She said, we have a bit of an emergency situation with our club, and we need a VP Ed pretty urgently. Would you like to take over the role of the VP Ed for our club? Now, this was a complete surprise to me. On one side, I thought, I don't think I will be able to take on so much responsibility because I just joined Toastmasters about 4 or 5 months ago. I was thinking, will my synapse be able to handle it? But saner minds prevailed, and I thought maybe they are seeing something in me that I'm not able to see. So I decided to give it a shot and agreed to take up that role. It was everything except easy, but I had some really interesting experiences. Things like double hatting, sometimes even triple hatting roles at a meeting, doing back-to-back Toastmaster of the Day roles, sometimes even taking up a last-minute Toastmaster of the Day. But Sudhaman kept inspiring me and saying, Vishal, you can do it. And surprisingly, we were really able to pull off the meetings quite well. It really taught me some really important things. Things like how to deal with last-minute surprises, how to never give up no matter what the situation may throw at you, and most importantly, that the show must go on. During my tenure as the VP Ed in the last term, I would really like to thank our immediate past president, Toastmaster Sarika, for the great partnership and the amazing teamwork. I know we had some really late nights at times, but I think we really pulled it off. So thank you so much for all your support. And also, I would like to extend my thanks to other supporting ExCom members like Toastmaster Mehek, who also contributed and helped us fill up so many roles and filling up the gaps. However, there was one person without whose continuous guidance I would have never been able to pull this off. Sudha ma'am, thanks a ton for believing in me. You have really touched and changed my life. I really cannot thank you enough, but thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you've done, not just for me, but for our club. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Hello, am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Yes, so Toshmaster Vishal, whether I want to thank you also for what you did, for not only for me but also for the club. I actually, when I joined this club, and I had many doubts, and you were always there, and you cleared all it, and I would just want to thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Moving on, I wanted to ask whether Toshmaster Sudha ma'am, whether you want to take evaluation now or after the table topic session.
No, good morning, everyone. I think Ravi Raj is also doing the evaluation.
Yeah.
So, and Ravi Raj, I'm evaluating your evaluation. Am I right? But I
Yes,
haven't
ma'am.
got your objective. If you have an objective switch from the pathways, I need that as well, if it's okay with you.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, thank you.
So I guess we'll continue with table topics first. Yeah. Now, before moving to table topics, let's just take an hands-on experience on AI. The AI is called DALI, which is created by OpenAI. And what it basically does, it is a text to image generation. So you have to give a text command to it, whether what do you think of a particular scenario or just a city skyline, whatever you can think of, and it will create an image of it. So for example, let me give you an example by sharing my screen. So is my screen visible? Yep. Yes. So first, let us take example. Let's take a user-generated example only. An astronaut lounging in a tropical resort in space, and just remove vaporwave and add digital art. It means the form of it can be in crayons, it can be in oil painting, it can also be in digital art. And after we created a generate, it will take some time and it will create a picture of its own. Just see. So as you can see, this whole is created by an AI, and just whatever you can imagine, it can create. So now I want all of the members to just think of something and type it in the chat box, and then we can try it here. So, and let's who has the most creative mind, and make a description a little bit more, so it will be a more fun. So I let us take 2 minutes, and all of you just type in chat box what do you think of.
Shreyans, can you just pull up your
Yes.
screen? We can't see the.
Sorry.
Can you pull up the screen?
Wait, pull up a screen as in?
No, can you roll
Scroll
down
down,
so
scroll
that we
down.
can see? Yeah, we can see.
Okay,
it.
scroll down. Yeah. So these are just temporary. These are some temporary image that example image. So you have to create it on your own. These are not. Yeah. Just a second. Let me first give all the commands. These are some sample pictures created by AI, and I guess DALI will not take Elon Musk as the command because it avoids some controversial topics, and we know that. So it does not, it also does not take some political terms and political leaders like Joe Biden or Donald Trump, because it can create controversy. Yes, we'll take 2 more.
Shreyansh, by any chance, it can create a video as well?
Yeah, so I have a list of AI that we can read. So I about to share this. So these are a list of AI. I guess you are able to see the screen right now. And the AI for which we use for video, it's called Flicky, and it has AI on each and every topic. If you want a text AI, so I'll share this after the meeting or in between the meeting.
Sure, this would be exciting.
Yeah, so you all can have hands-on experience on some of the AIs, and believe me, the experience is very good. Okay, so first one, I want the cars flying, so actually it just it just made a quote of it, so we have to remove I want part.
Guess your NLP in action.
Yeah.
So now, okay, so an artificial intelligence arguing with his or her spouse trying to win the battle. So this the AI created. Okay, whose topic was this?
Ashwin.
So now the cars flying. Yeah, so this it will look like cars flying. So I guess their cars are literally just levitating. So moving on, Hayat, you look like a star from here. So this is the image created by the AI. And AI meditating. Whose topic was this? Toastmaster Brijesh. Ah, nice. Okay. Guest everyone wants to India completely developed future using flying cars. Toastmaster. Okay, so we can try this. So this is like a Toastmaster meeting in space. We all in our astronaut suit. And hope one day we can have a meeting there up to. And the last, AI planting a tree. Okay, so it's just a human planting a tree. I guess it didn't recognize AI word there. So
All right,
basically the yeah, sorry.
robot planting the tree. Maybe.
Yeah, so it can take that command. Okay, so let's try. Yeah, so now it's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it can lead to future robots planting tree. So moving on. So but this way we can create many images that they are not available on Google also, and by our own imagination. You can have a play around with this after the meeting, and these image we can use in our professional workspace, like in meeting, like whether various meeting or in various PPT, and this has such a good effect. So what are you thinking just on paper, just on your paper? Because I guess Google is not capable of do this, which AI can do that. So now moving on to the next part of the meet, which is table topics. It will be conducted by Toastmaster Vishal. Over to you, Toastmaster Vishal.
Hey, hi everyone. Good morning. Hope I am audible. Thanks, Shreyans. And hello everyone. Good morning. So thanks for the wonderful speech by Vishal. And I would like to give a shout out to Vishal for being motivating me as well, and to Sudha ma'am for motivating the entire club members. Thank you. So coming to the table topic. So it was a good speech given by Vishal today. But in real life, we do not have always the luxury to have and give prepared speeches. Example, suppose you are with your boss in a meeting and he suddenly asks you some of your opinion on any of the subject. Or suppose if you are in a family gathering and you are being asked to give your opinion or tell about your friend's farewell. In such situation, how would you find? Uncomfortable, right? Yes. This art of impromptu speaking is very vital skill, and speaking confidently. It has to be developed by a practice. Here at Toastmasters, the table topic session helps you to practice this impromptu skill in a friendly and secured environment. Also, it gives you opportunity to those who have yet not spoken in the meeting. Now, let me call the timer to give the timing guideline. May I have Sikandar? May I have the timer Brijesh to give the timing guideline, please?
Sure. Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal Khanvilkar. A very good morning to everyone again. For the table topic session, we have a time limit of 1 to 2 minutes. So I'll show the green card at 1 minute. I'll show the yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds. I'll show the red card at 2 minutes. For table topic session, we have a buffer time only at the upper side of the time limit and not on the lower side. And as and when people take up table topic roles, I'll be sharing my screen and you can confirm whether you are able to see the timer or not. Over to you, table topic master Vishal Khanvilkar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Brijesh. Now, today for table topic, I have tried to synapse the topics with the today's theme of artificial intelligence. Now, we have a picker wheel, which I will display on my screen, and the participants will have to choose the topic, spin the wheel and pick the number. So let me share my screen and let me know if my screen is visible. Yeah, now I think everybody can see my screen. So can we have participants for the session? Let me see who all have raised their hands. Yeah, do we have come on, it will give you chance to prepare for your and improve your impromptu skills. Please raise your hand so that we can have participants for this session. I would encourage also the guests to take up and nominate themselves for this session.
So Vishal, we have 3-4 people.
Oh, yeah. I saw it now. So we have, so let me start alphabetically. I think we have Ashwin Kandel. Thanks, I was not able to see your hands raised. Apologies for that. Yeah, so maybe over to you, Ashwin, and I will share my screen and you can spin the wheel. Let me know if you are able to see my screen.
Not yet.
Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, is it visible now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm spinning the wheel for you. And the number selected is 3. So would you like, so here we would give you one more chance if you want to deselect this number and select and rotate the spin wheel again. So is the number 3 fine with you, or do you want to spin the wheel again?
Just make it count +1.
+1, okay. So,
oh, you can, no, I mean 4.
Okay. So you will be able, you will be given a chance to spin the wheel again.
That's fine. It's okay. 3 is fine.
3 is fine. Okay. So then, okay. So the topic for the day is, do you think driverless cars will be a good thing? So table topic, the topic would be Toastmaster Ashwin. The topic, do you think driverless cars will be a good thing? Do you think driverless cars will be a good thing? Toastmaster Ashwin, over to you.
Thank you, Vishal. Hello, Toastmasters, Toastmaster of the day, and esteemed guest. The topic given to me is, could you please share your screen again? I want to repeat the topic.
Hey, sorry for interrupting. So Vishal, since we'll have to share the screen for timer, maybe you can just voice out the topics instead of, picking up picker wheel. You can just check with the participant, what the lucky number is, and I can keep my screen share on. That will avoid the time waste, due to multiple screen shares.
Okay, no worries. So then I will, and what I will do is, let me put the topic on the chat as well. And the topic is, do you think driverless cars will be a good thing?
Okay. Thank you, Vishal. The question asked by the table topic master is, do I think driverless cars is a good idea? Hello, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters. I have a hybrid view on this. Say if I'm stuck in traffic and it's not moving ahead, I have to keep on pressing my brakes and then releasing it. So in that case, I would think driverless cars would make more sense because it has the required equipment, like it has sensors which doesn't hit the cars and it can automatically take over when there's a huge traffic. Also, when there is no traffic, I think in that case as well, the driverless cars would work well because then I can just sit back, relax, and do not worry about managing the traffic or maneuvering through all the vehicles. So in that case, definitely I would prefer driverless cars. Now, there are few chances. Another cases I would prefer driverless cars is mainly if there are women drivers, mostly. It doesn't matter if they are driving in traffic or no traffic. It tends that they always do mistakes. Just kidding. Yeah, so in certain cases, I can still prefer driverless cars. Now, the places where I would not prefer driverless cars are places where there are huge traffic, which are like related to schools or hospitals, or it may be some sensitive areas, or if there is rash driving happening, or there are certain areas where people drive like crazy. So in that case, I would take over from driverless cars, because no matter how much intelligence you put in your machines, there is always a limit of emotions. And certain people driving very rash, maybe angry or maybe in a hurry. In that case, I would not let the driverless car to drive. So yes, in summary, there it depends on cases to cases basis. Like depends on the scenario where I would like driverless cars to use driverless cars as is a good idea on it. Thanks. Over to you, Vishal.
Hey, thanks, Ashwin, for your viewpoint on it. And yeah, so you gave pretty positive as well as you brought out both the positive and the negative impact of the driverless cars. So wherein one side you mentioned about how it could help us, and also the traffic whenever the traffic is high, how you should have a driver car. So that was really helpful. Thank you. Thanks, Ashwin. So moving on to the next person, maybe Toastmaster Brijesh. Would you, so in the interest of time, or maybe in order to avoid screen sharing, I would directly ask the participant to pick the numbers. So Brijesh, would you like to pick a number from 1 to 15?
Sure. Let's go with number 9.
Number 9. Okay. So let me go on my Excel sheet and check what the topic is. Okay. So the topic for the day is, for Brijesh, is, can technologies replace humans? Toastmaster Brijesh, the topic, can technology replace humans? Can technology replace humans? Toastmaster Brijesh, over to you.
Sure. Let me just start the timer. Okay. A very good morning to all the Toastmasters. The topic for today's table topic session given to me is, can technology replace humans? My one word answer to this is no. Now, let me explain why I feel that however smart the technology can become, it will not be able to replace humans. As our previous table topic participant mentioned, right? Machines don't have emotions, but humans definitely have emotions. And that's a very critical aspect if you look at the journey of a human being. Just to give you an example, we are now seeing a lot of countries, where the demography is moving towards old age. So there are a lot of elder people as compared to younger people. Japan is a very good example of it. When people get old, they need a lot of compassion. They want to socialize. They want to speak to human beings. Can a machine do that? Can machine bring those emotions on the table? Definitely not. Machines will do your tasks which are repetitive. I want him to wipe my floor. I want him to, get me from one place to another. I want him to do a lot of complex tasks. It will do it. But if I want to have an emotional bonding with the machine, is that possible? Not yet. I want to ensure someone is there to listen to me. Someone I can explore, I can explain my thoughts. Someone I can have a heart-to-heart connection. Not possible with machines. And exactly why I feel, however far we go, technology will not be able to replace human beings. And we should never forget it's human beings who has developed this technology. So humans will always be a master. It's just that human beings should know how to use the technology and they should be good to go. Over to you, table topic master Vishal Khanvilkar. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Brijesh. And you brought a very valid opinion wherein you suggested that technology cannot replace human. Technology can do complex tasks and repetitive tasks, but the emotional aspect, maybe we are up till now not sure whether technology can replace it going forward or not. Thank you, Toastmaster Brijesh. Going forward, we have a guest Dipali, and maybe I would ask you to take the topic now and give your and let me know which number would you like to opt in for from 1 to 15.
1 to 15. Okay. 4.
4. Okay. Let me go to my Excel and open the topic. Okay. And let me put the topic in the chat first so that it is visible for all. Yeah, the topic is, do you think apps like WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or Chat GPT is good for society? Toastmaster Dipali, do you think apps like WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Chat GPT is good for society? Do you think apps like WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Chat GPT is good for society? Toastmaster Dipali, over to you. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. In case with the WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook and TikTok, about ChatGPT, I'm not used to it. Maybe I just saw it here practically how that app work, but I have heard about it. So if we are using those app, mostly the young people, in a good way, then I think they are kind of helpful. Like a WhatsApp, if you want to share our some social, we can say responsible message to the people, then in that case we can say these app are helpful. But for example, if TikTok or Instagram, if younger people are not doing their exam or not focusing on their achievement and just doing time pass by using those apps, then I think it's not useful. Not only for the young people, we can say even any generation people, if they are using those app in a good way, then I think they are helpful. If they are not using, if they are using just for a time pass or for a taunt kind of, to we can say in a revenge kind of, then I think they are not helpful. Yep.
Thanks, Toastmaster Dipali. So yeah, so you brought out a good opinion, that is some of these apps could be used wherein could be used for a benefit, but over usage of this, or maybe for maybe not using it in an appropriate manner, or wasting time behind it, or spending lot of time behind it, might not be useful for us. Thanks, Dipali. So let me go to the next participant. So now we have Toastmaster Deepak, who has also raised his hand. And over to you, Toastmaster Deepak. So Deepak, could you let me know which number would you like to opt in for from 1 to 15?
8.
8. Okay, so let me go to the Excel and pull out the number. Okay. The topic for today is, 1 minute, let me put on the chat. The topic is the good and the bad of the smartphone culture. The Toastmaster Deepak, the topic, the good and the bad of smartphone culture, the good and bad of smartphone culture. Toastmaster Deepak.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. You have really given a great topic, which is very relevant nowadays in our society. So basically, every technology comes with some boon, or we can say with ban also. And it's up to us how we use the things. Okay. So smartphones are really very good because it has helped us in every way. For example, using the artificial intelligence and machine learning kind of thing, they have reduced our repetitive tasks. So for example, we can see how much we have run, okay, how much steps we have taken today, which is really grateful for our health. It can also show the calorie we have burned today, or we can also, there are a lot of apps and software also we can install, which can help is us in giving the healthy lifestyle. But the bad thing is, again, it is limitless. Okay, how we are using like apps, as our previous speakers has also spoken about TikTok and Instagram. So I don't think there is any usage or any positive effects of these. I have also listened one philosopher. I think he was the Chinese philosopher, and he was telling that no, there was no Chinese philosopher. I think he was the Pakistani, And he was telling that the app which has been created, like TikTok and this, they are just diverting the mind of a youngster, okay? And all the creativity has gone for the toss. So everything has positive and negative effect, and it's up to us that how we use it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. And you really brought out a good point. That is, each technology has a good and bad, and it is up to us how we need to use it. Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. Now moving on to the next person. So we have, after D, we have, let me see. So I believe after D, we directly have S, which is Sudha ma'am. And okay, so and Sikandar.
We have Sikandar. Please give it to him. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we can go ahead with Sikandar. Yeah, and in alphabetical order, Sikandar comes first before Sudha.
Yeah.
So we will prefer Sikandar. Yeah, Sikandar. So let me know your number, your favorite number to opt for within 1 to 15.
Number 2.
Number 2. Yeah, so your topic is, let me put it in the chat. The topic is, how has technology changed our life over the last decade? Toastmaster Sikandar, how has technology changed our life over the last decade? How has technology changed our life over the last decade? Toastmaster Sikandar.
Yeah. First of all, I would like to thanks for the beautiful topic of how technology has changed our life during the last decade. So that is something I would like to start with, that technology has evolved at a very fast pace in the previous decade. And that is given by a formula in engineering that states that with each passing year, the rate of technology will be exponentially increasing. So in case if a thing is increasing, say improving in 10 years, that improvement in next decade we will see in 1 year. So that is the rate of increase of the technology in current times. And uh, giving an example of that comes to my mind is of chess. So chess bots, or the chess uh, player bots that we had say in the past decade, have evolved such great heights that even the chess world grandmaster, or the top title master, is being beaten by it so easily that it is such a scary part of it, that the technology has evolved in such great part. But contrary to that, as I mentioned in my earlier thing, that chat gpt failed the UPSC exam, and also it cannot relate to emotions, as talk by my fellow Toastmasters, that it does not come with the emotional aspect. So then and there, where I feel that if we can develop a chitty into our systems, we will obviously be able to develop a system that automate the life process and make it easier. Given an example, another example of that would be that YouTube channel. Today people are trying to create YouTube channels through an automated process, from whereas the thing starting from making a speech to the video editing to the audio is done by the AI. So that way I would see that the AI has developed a lot across the day, and uh, soon we'll be able to crack various things that will automate the things. So over you to thanks a lot. Yeah. Over to you, Vishal. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Sikandar, for your viewpoints. And you tried to explain it with formula, like how it has grown at a very fast pace. Yeah, thank you. So now the next participant, we have Toastmaster Sarika in an alphabetical order. So Toastmaster Sarika, which topic would you like to opt in for?
Number 11.
Number 11. Okay. Let me check what the topic is and put it in the chat. Okay, so this is an interesting one. So the topic is importance of technology in healthcare industry. Toastmaster Sarika. Topic importance of technology in healthcare industry. Importance of technology in healthcare industry. Toastmaster Sarika. Over to you.
Thank you, Table Topic Master Vishal, and good morning, everyone. It's an amazing topic, importance of technology in healthcare system. So I think it's a boon to the healthcare system. Technology is actually a boon to the healthcare system. The life expectancy ratio has been increased across the world due to technology. Now, because of technology, it is so simple to diagnose any disease and do all the calculations. I mean, I think healthcare industry is using the maximum technology for analyzing and dissecting and finding ways for research. So as all the speakers mentioned, technology has always two sides, the boon and the worst side. And I feel if anything for that matter, it's not only about AI or technology, but anything if it is in excess is always a pain. So you need to know that how you can use technology in a better way. And the way healthcare industry is moving towards it, I mean, you can see now all the tests and everything has been done, everything is automated. You still remember those old days when our parents used to go for a test and the report used to come after 3 days, 4 days, and your health is just not getting improved. And now everything is with a click of button. You do your test here and immediately at the same time, the doctor can view it, and that is, I think, the best part about technology. As I said, the life expectancy ratio has been increased. Earlier in olden days, people used to so many diseases were there and people used to not know about cancer. The awareness was so less, but now because of technology, awareness, prevention, you can have proper resources to make aware and also to prevent these diseases. So I think it's a biggest boon that technology has given in the healthcare industry, and I strongly agree to this point. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Vishal.
Thank you, Sarika, for this for your speech and your viewpoint. So what you mentioned was that technology has is a boon for the healthcare industry. It has grown the expectancy ratio and the health and has helped, and also the reports and different tests can be done in a very short span of time compared to the earlier time. Thank you, Toastmaster Sarika. So now we have Tanmay, but I think we can go with guest first and then give the seasoned players a chance. So we can go with guest Arun. If you are ready, Toastmaster or guest Arun.
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah, thank you. So could you let me know which number which I can opt for?
I'll pick the number 5.
Number 5. Okay. Yeah, so the number 5 is, okay, this one again is, yeah, so let me put the topic in the chat. Oh, it didn't copy. The topic is, 1 minute, let me, what do you think will be the greatest challenge facing future generation? Let me put it once again in the chat. The topic is, what do you think will be the greatest challenge facing future generation, for the future generation?
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster. Hello, fellow Toastmasters. So my topic is, what do you think will be the greatest challenge facing for the future generations? And thank you, Tanmay, for pushing me to raise my hand. So I think now, since we are talking about the technology revolution that has happened over the years, so I think one of the challenges that would be is getting stuck to the technology, to our smartphones, to everything what will be coming up in the technology world. There was a topic that compared in a decade how technology has improved, and we know that how much since if you see 10 years back how much you were using your phones and right now how much you're using it, everything happens on a click of a button, but at the same time your mind is always hooked to your smartphone. And I think at the same time you're going away with the social interactions, the physical interactions with your family members, with your close ones, with the society as the whole. This could be a biggest drawback that could happen eventually in the society if the technology will keep on increasing. Will be isolated from the society completely and will be so much hooked to the technology that our, like, as the AI would improve, the AI would become our best friend rather than the social, the society, the family, the humanly interactions with other people. Will be the original emotions that we have with physical interaction. I think that could be like that could go for a toss if for future generation. I'm afraid that it is possible that could happen. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for your viewpoint. So like what it like the main viewpoints were like maybe the emotional touch or maybe the compassion which that can be one point which the future generation might not get because of the technology. So that was one point. Thanks Arun for your viewpoint. So now we have yeah, so maybe now we have Sudha ma'am or Tanmay. So who would like to go first? Tanmay. Okay, so then maybe I would ask Tanmay to let me know and let me know his number, or which number would he like to opt for?
I think 10 is my lucky number, so I'll go with 10 only.
Oh, great. So let me see what is in it for you today.
Also, Brajesh, are you able to share your screen now? Has he joined? I think, yeah, he's joined. Right?
Yes, yes, I've joined.
Yeah. Or do you want me to share the screen?
Maybe for this particular session, you can, then I will.
Yeah. So Tanmay, the topic for you is audiobooks better than reading a book? Is audiobooks better than reading a book? Toastmaster Tanmay.
Timer.
Okay, let me share it.
Yeah.
Just let me know if you are able to see my screen.
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. Then I'll start.
So good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So topic given to me is if just give me a minute, I forgot the topic. Is audiobooks are audiobooks better than reading a book? So personally, what opinion I have on this is like I've never been a reader. Okay, apart from school textbooks and other engineering books, I've never touched any other book. There were only handful of books that I've read completely. I would just procrastinate that I'll read it in a week or in a month, but I've started many such books and I've left it halfway. And I personally think an audiobook is a good replacement. I wouldn't say replacement. There are people who would always love to read. There are many avid readers whose passion and whose hobby is to read, so I don't think so they'll ever come to audiobooks as such. But people like me who are not much of a reader can definitely use this option. And nowadays, even if you open all the high-ended YouTubers, they are advocating Kuku FM. I don't want to personally advertise it, but it's a good platform. I have purchased the subscription for it, and it's wonderful. I love listening to historic videos about World War, how human evaluated and all. So I kept listening to all those audiobooks, and personally, I think like books is something that you need a space where you can sit calmly, and you need a quiet space where you can read and actually grasp what actually is mentioned in the book. But if you talk about audiobooks, you can use them while driving, while cooking, while exercising. So it's a wonderful opportunity. But as I said, I'm not much of a reader, but I think books are more effective than audiobooks because there more of your efforts are used, and when you read, you're actually learning many things. Audiobook, I mean, if you just want to enrich your knowledge, it's good, but I don't think so it would ever replace the books as such. So yeah, that's my opinion. Vishal, over to you.
Thanks, Tanmay, for your viewpoint. And what you mentioned was like that audiobooks may not replace completely reading a book, but it has its own advantages. Like you can do it, you can read it doing your, you can do it along with another parallel task. Like if you are driving or maybe you are doing some other activity, you can listen to the audiobook. But yeah, reading books has a different, altogether it gives a different understanding or maybe happiness reading a book. Yeah, so now going for, we have Sudha ma'am, I believe, or we have any other participant as well. So guest, maybe this is a good chance for you also to try uh, and explore your like short the impromptu public speaking skills. Or maybe till that time we can go to Sudha ma'am. So ma'am, which number would you like to opt for?
Is number 5 done?
Number 5 is done. We have 6, 7, and then 12, 13, 14, 15, and number 1 is pending.
I'll go for number 1 then.
Okay. Okay, so now the let me put the topic in the chat. The topic is how do you think artificial intelligence will affect our lives in the next 10 years? Sudha ma'am, how do you think artificial intelligence will affect our life in next 10 years? How do you think artificial intelligence will affect our lives in next 10 years? Sudha ma'am, over to you.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters, and in particular my table topics master, who is given me a topic in sync with the theme today. Too much of future predictions, too much of trying to compete with the machines, and debating over artificial intelligence. So yes, this is one of them. And to be very honest with you, I think there wouldn't be much changed in our lives, is what I feel, because I believe in the core values of human beings, and which is emotions, thinking, retrospection, trying to improve always. So I personally think there would be a group of people who are going to go race ahead with the artificial intelligence and whatever it can do. But there will be a lot of people who will be sitting on the fence wanting to embrace it or not, because I think people like me can say that I'm not completely comfortable embracing this particular technology and moving and forging ahead. The only reason is the core values of human beings could be we are control freaks. We are people who are private, have security issues, don't trust people too much with our personal information. The other thing is also trying to not give it away to competition. If you consider robots to be competition, then you're giving it away to them. But having said that, and also a true believer in the technology and its benefits to human race, I do think there are a lot of benefits that we're going to get from this particular invention, I should say, but we will lose a lot of our originality. And that's one thing I'm very, very scared of. I mean, look at a chat GPT itself, right? I mean, if people are trying to give a chat GPT a version of an exam, or even something like um, uh, even admissions to universities will be replaced by this. Come on, guys. I don't think I would be there to skip on to the bandwagon. I'll be standing there and waiting. So this is my take on it. I hope I've answered your question, Vishal. Thank you.
Thanks, Sudha ma'am. Thanks for your viewpoint. And what you summarized was like there are some aspects like maybe emotions or retrospection. These are the aspects which may not be handled by machines or artificial intelligence. And some of the aspects like these would be definitely if we give away these aspects, then it might be it might endanger the human species. So thanks. So now, so maybe to TMOD. So how many further topics can we take? Is it fine if we can go with one or two more? Like we don't have much participants now. We don't have
Yeah, we
topic.
can go with one, I guess.
Yeah, so we have some guests, maybe guest Bhiku or anybody who maybe I don't want to put anybody on spot, but anybody would be, who would like to give it a try. Let me see if we have anyone. Let me know if anybody wants to give it a try. I think now we have. Yeah, anyone who would like to give it a try? Maybe
Vishal, it's Vishal.
Oh, is it? I am not able to. Okay, yeah. Now I saw your hand. Yeah. So yeah, maybe yeah, Toastmaster Vishal. Which topic would you like to go for?
Is number 2 still available or gone?
It's gone. So now you have number 6, 7, and then 13, 14, 15.
So I'll go with 7.
Okay. Number 7. Okay. So this is. Let me put it in the chat. Yeah. So the topic is, are computers or mobile making children smart or lazy? Toastmaster Vishal, are computers or mobile making children smart or lazy? Are computer or mobile making children smart or lazy? Toastmaster Vishal.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master, for this nice topic. I don't want to summarize it in the beginning. However, I just want to put a couple of pros and cons on each side. So, of course, when we are utilizing our computers or phones for doing a productive work, it would definitely be benefiting not just us, maybe our family members or our colleagues as well. But if we are completely utilizing it for watching movies or some social media content, and that too in excess, it may uh, it may make the people a bit lazy. So, in my opinion, having the right balance is the key here. Of course, we don't want to be in a situation where we are completely so much on one side of the spectrum that we actually forget on the other side. So, in my opinion or in my viewpoint, having a really a good balance, maybe somewhere in the middle of the spectrum, wherein we can leverage this wonderful thing called technology in the right manner, uh, understanding its pros and cons in each and every situation, and then doing what is best for us and for people around us would be the best thing in my opinion. But of course, having said that, it comes down to discipline. So that will be upon each one of us to make sure that we are not abusing it and really having that right disciplined mindset to kind of achieve that right balance. So I mean, there's no right that I don't want to pick any one side because both the sides have its own pros and cons as well. But just to summarize it, I would just like to again say that having the right balance would be the key here. Thank you, and over to you, Table Topic Master Vishal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. And you, in your viewpoint, you tried to not take any of the side, but you suggested about picking the right balance between the positive and the negatives or both the sides. Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. So let me see if we have any other participant who would like to opt for, or so is anybody would voluntary would like to take the last one, or should we like hand it over to the TMOD for the
I'll
day?
take the last one.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Misha. Thank you, Toastmaster Misha. So let me, yeah, you can opt for the number which you like, and now you have options like pretty much less numbers are available for you to opt in. So the number is either 6 or from 12 to 15.
I'll take 6, no problem.
6. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, so this topic is a bit a different one, and it is like, is laughter a good medicine? So this was also one of the theme mentioned. So I tried to pull in this topic. So the topic is laughter a good medicine?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vishal, for this beautiful topic. And absolutely, laughter is the best medicine, not a good medicine, it's the best medicine. A day you have not laughed is a day wasted in your life, to be very honest. It is imperative that we laugh and give out positivity, and that is how you manifest good things in the universe. And laughter is contagious as well. So maybe somebody might not be having a good day, and maybe looking at you laugh, that person might smile, and that his day or her day might change. So it is anyways good that you laugh and you make people laugh. Making people laugh is a very, very good quality to have. So, like, hands down, like, there is no debate when it comes to laughter. It is today we are so stressed, we go for stand-up comedies and we pay to laugh so that we are relieved of our stress. And there are laughter therapies, and people do a lot of things to make themselves laugh. So laughter is the best medicine. The more you laugh, the healthier you are. So I think I have put my point, and I think everyone will resonate with it. So thank you so much for asking me this question. Over to you, Toastmaster Vishal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Misha. So you mentioned that laughter is indeed a good medicine, and there are various therapies around it as well, and various sessions which happen around laughter. Thank you, Toastmaster Misha. So now I would like to call the timer Toastmaster Brijesh to give the timing report before handing it over to the TMOD.
Sure. Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal Khandelkar. So we had just one prepared speech, and Toastmaster Vishal took 3 minutes and 13 seconds. It's the required time of between 3 to 4 minutes. He qualifies. Coming back to the table topic session, we had around 10 participants, and every one of them qualified. I'll just read out the timing for each participant. Toastmaster Ashwin took 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Toastmaster Brijesh took 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Guest Dipali took 1 minute 16 seconds. Toastmaster Deepak took 1 minute 57 seconds. Toastmaster Tanmay took 2 minutes 16 seconds. Toastmaster Sudha took 2 minutes 25 seconds. Toastmaster Sarika took 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Guest Arun took 2 minutes 15 seconds. Toastmaster Vishal took 2 minutes 1 second. And Toastmaster Misha took 1 minute 17 seconds. I would also like to thank Toastmaster Tanmay for filling in for me, and coming back to my table topic, like machines can never outcompete human beings, because they can fail at a random time. Yeah. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Shreyans.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Brijesh. Yeah, so now I would like to just ask the members to vote for the best table topic speaker, and would like to hand over to TMOD for the further discussion. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Shreyans.
What an interactive and informative session, Toastmaster Vishal. Just let me vote and then we'll continue.
Yeah, I've launched the polls. The polls will be active for next 30 seconds.
Tell me once we have completed the poll, then we can.
Sure. on, guys. We have 17 participants. Only 13 have voted so far. Fine, and then the poll. Shreyans, over to you.
Now, everyone is talking about chat GPT, but what do actually it do? So chat GPT is simple. It's a simple AI bot which if we answer some question, it will respond with some it will, if we ask some question, it will respond with some answers, and on that particular answer we can ask him in more question and it will respond with more answer. Now enough of talking about it. Now let me show what it actually does. So is my screen visible? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. So here I have given it a simple command of creating a 5-day travel itinerary to Dubai. So now let's see what its response is. Now you'll think what's something new in this, because Google can also give us same thing. But now let me show you the magic. So it has created an itinerary, including all 5-day trips and covering all the important location and prime location in Dubai. But if I want to spend a day in Abu Dhabi more, so I'll just give it command. And now from the previous answer, it will create another itinerary which meets my requirement. So it will also select the previous answer and it will also give the new answer, mixing both of them. This Google can't do. And you can see it will create all the same itinerary again and again, but now it will add another day in Abu Dhabi. So if you are planning a trip, so you can feel free to ask him what my further plan should be. So now it has added Dubai Miracle Garden and Marina. Moving on, the next use case, which is most typical, if I want to write an email and currently if I'm not able to think, what should I write? So if I want to appreciate my colleagues, so I'll just give it a command. Write an email and it will write a whole email. You can take some part of it and also add your some own creativity, and you can there's an own email on it. And just like how Toastmaster Vishal took the table topic session, so we can also give it a command. And boom, here is your calculator. See, it can be done in the point of a tick. And now, there are endless possibilities you can do with it. Yes, Toastmaster Brijesh, you want to ask something?
Can it write the next prepared speech for me?
I was
Yes,
just
sure.
going to ask the same thing.
Okay,
said,
so
can you try
yes, so
Pathways Level 1 project?
yeah, it can do anything which is available on Google. It can do anything. It and just wanted to clear, it also passed
wrong environment to ask this question. I'm sorry.
and yeah, my last speech topic was also decided by Chat GPT, into the hearts of Himalayas. It was taken from Chat GPT. So it means we don't have to fully depend on it, but we can take some part and we can also add our own. So it can make a beautiful experience. So now, wait, what was I thinking? Yes. If I want to create a PPT regarding any environmental issues, so we can also give it a command of like this, and it will create it. It cannot create an actual whole PPT with images and all. Image we can take it from DALI, and PPT it can give us whole content from it, and then we can merge it, and boom, your PPT is ready. So that's the case of ChatGPT.
Can you ask? Are we out of Adani controversy?
So
Is the Indian stock market out of the Adani controversy?
So I just wanted to say that first, let's start from beginning. It was able to clear all the USA's MBA exam, top law exam, and it also cleared Google interview coding exam. But it failed to clear UPSC exam, because in UPSC exams, all the data, all the questions are related to past histories, which are happened in less than a year. And the data which ChatGPT is working on is all of before 2021. That's the main reason it failed UPSC, because the question in UPSC are all in year or all of year 2022 and 2023. But the data set which ChatGPT is working on is is before 2021. So all the events that had happened before 2021, it can answer it everything.
Shreyans,
yeah.
Why don't we accept the fact that we Indians are just smarter than the Americans and the
sure.
I mean, forget anything else. Why do you want to give such a historical answer for it?
No, I just wanted to say, because you asked a question about stock market, so it cannot predict what's current happening. It
actually predicts.
By the way,
it gives you suggestion, but at the end it gives a disclaimer that
disclaimer also.
I also tried, and
all the funds are subject to market risk and all that. Yeah.
The best part about this is I think it is not confusing. Like one question you put on Google, you'll have thousands of answers.
Yeah, it have one.
Yeah, so it's just
and
one
if you
answer.
Want to and if you want to modify the answer, you can do it by giving it just one command, and it will modify it for you.
Once you're using this for your projects, college projects, you better use your mind and not chat.
Priyansh, I have one question.
Sure. Sarika, too late. Your nephew has gone far ahead of the game.
Okay, it's in the chat. Let me say, should we ask Shai to develop our creative skills? Okay. So it's for me, right?
No, it's for ChatGPT to ask.
Okay, so it's for GPT itself.
Just ask ChatGPT the same question.
An error occurred. Just let me try on this. I guess the server is down. Yeah, okay, it's live back again. So see, there's a limited knowledge of world and events after 2021.
It has nothing to do with 2021.
Yeah. So here's the answer. You can take a look.
Yeah, I know this. They actually still recommend that you have to use natural ways to be creative. That's one thing they did. I remember asking them a question on this. Yes.
This is a good one. They are being honest.
Yeah, it's been very honest. If we add is about any controversial topic, then it will also mention it's controversial, so I will not talk much about it.
Shreyas, I'm Dipali. I have one doubt.
Yes.
In a chat GPT, like whatever questions we are asking, it's giving us an answer. But when compared to the Google, if there are some bloggers like they explore stuff and they write their experience in a blogger. So in that case, they can write their experiences, whatever they think, whatever they have experienced in a blogger. But is there any facility or any feature that anyone want to add anything as a blocker or any links they can add in this chat GPT?
Means you want to add a blog, I guess, if I'm correct.
Yes, like that.
Okay, so
what she's asking is if there's any personal intervention, as in the answer for that would be no. The chat GPT is solely owned by OpenAI and they only feed it with data.
Yeah, so
Progressively, when
cannot
we
do it.
talk with it, when we talk with it, it collects data and learns new things. But apart from that, I don't think so there's any personal intervention or you'd be able to create your own account or anything of that sort.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the
So it's learning
Thank you.
from our questions and its answer, and it's learning from that only. Yeah, so just wanted to say it's a very good thing, and you can have a play around with it. And there was a hackathon going on. So hackathon is basically where it is a 24-hour play challenge where we have to create some projects and fully from scratch. And so me and my team use ChatGPT for it, and we can use any resources available in net. So there is no restriction of using ChatGPT. So we use ChatGPT for various technology we want to put in our website. So there's a technology called object character recognition. So ChatGPT wrote whole code of it, and we implemented that in our website, and we won the top 10. We came top 10 in that competition. So there's a day. So we can use anything on it, but certainly it cannot create a whole website for you. But from building components, we can use it in our website and make our project much more better.
It gives you a framework and outline how you should go about your problem.
Yeah.
I mean, earlier you have to. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, sorry, you can continue.
No. Earlier you had to scrape through, Stack Overflow, then different blogs and look out for answers. But now you can directly ask him. Although he couldn't give you a complete full-fledged code, but he can definitely help you with understanding libraries and framework. This is really helpful there.
Yeah, it's really helpful all the engineers and developers out there. Okay, so now moving on to the last part of the meeting, which is about general evaluation. And over to you, Toastmaster Sarika.
Yeah. Hi. Hello. Yeah. Hi. Timod, Shreyans. Before we go to Sarika, I think so we'll have to do the polling for table topic again. There was some technical problem. So I'll be sending a Google Form link. Okay. I'll pin it in the chat box. So I'll request everyone to just cast their vote.
And so while we are doing polling, I want to ask, so how was your experience with ChatGPT? What do you think?
Is ChatGPT gonna make us rich?
It's going to make us lazy. It's going to make us, I mean, like I remember this book that I read. It's called Silva Control of Mind or something. There's a book where they say that you use only 5% of your brain. Not even 5, I think 2%. I don't even remember the percentage, but very minimal thing. I think after ChatGPT is going to be lesser. So, I mean, I don't think if it's a great thing, unless, especially for students, there's no end to the resources. I mean, how are they going to, study for the exams if they're just copying? Literally, this is copying.
Yeah,
There is
so
no
Sudha ma'am,
originality.
There's a counter question to counter answer to this. So teachers have also developed that all the students are copying their assignments from ChatGPT. So there's another AI. I don't know actually the name, but teachers are using it. They copy all the content of student, and that tells us whether it's taken from ChatGPT or not. So
there is a plagiarism check on that. Very good.
But plagiarism checker doesn't check whether it's created by AI. I have checked it, but there's another AI where teachers can check it, and our teachers are doing it.
There is
So
a
teachers are
technology.
also way around how to tackle this.
First, there is a technology to give you answers. Then there's a technology whether you have copied that answer or not.
Absolutely. And Shreyans has no bones to actually say that I've tried that also, and this doesn't work.
He's advocating the students' community, I guess.
Yeah, but my opinion is don't fully copy it from here. Just add your own creative also, so that it could create another original idea. And that's
For that also you will ask GPT, what should I add in this?
No, so in my college days, I remember there was copying and there were things which people used to do. So I remember a day before or 2 days before, they'll say chemistry paper baar nikla chahiye kya? There used to be a call. Yeah. There were, especially guys in my college, they would come because I had an elder brother. So I still have him, but he was elder to me at that time, and his friends used to come and sell the question papers. But for a student like me who was studious and wanting to study, a copying is very tough, because when you've studied in a particular way and you know a question paper, and then you try to frame those questions in your mind that because this is going to come. Copying is also an art, let me tell you. It doesn't come to everyone so easily.
So I have one general question if we have time for this one, right? So
Yeah, sure.
what are your thoughts like what would be the difference between an illiterate person and a literate person when we have all these tools with us, right? Like I can not go to school. I can just use Google and ask anything, or I can use this chat GPT. I get everything that I need, right? I don't have to study maths. I don't have to study history. I don't have to study anything. ChatGPT will give me everything.
Yeah, then I like to take this one. Then you will definitely get replaced by a bot. Because ChatGPT doesn't give us whole answer with it. Like Toastmaster Tanmay said, it will not create a whole website from its knowledge. It will just create simple component, and then we'll have to use our knowledge to how to use that component and make it use in our project, so we can make our project more enhanced.
No, but
An illiterate person won't be able to do this.
all the smart people who is creating this chat GPT, they have already fit in all the information, right? Why do I
Yes.
need to use my knowledge?
No,
I'm not talking about emotions. I'm not talking about any creativity, but as far as academics are concerned.
Yeah,
as-
yeah, sure.
I think if I
Shreyans
may,
is done,
Ashwin.
I'll pick up. Yeah.
Sorry.
Sure, go ahead, Pratama. Once Shreyans is done answering, I would also want to add my view.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Ashwin, just my question, my 2 pence to your thought is that the fact that illiterate and literate also has changed a lot, isn't it? You have seen even an illiterate person being successful. So illiteracy and literacy is one aspect, but if a illiterate person can bridge the weakness of it being illiterate to get what he wants in life, literacy has no say at all. Believe me, it's not at all required. And I personally think that this is where people who don't have access to technology are going to be left behind. That is a sad part. So I don't know how much of that can be managed by governments and institutions to make sure that everybody goes along. This is my take on it. I don't know if
I'd like to give my perspective on this. I mean, see, if you see 10, 15 years or even 50, 60 years back, there was not many things. Like nowadays, we have to know about everything, right? From finances, the technology, or our career, what we are doing, to what is happening around us. Okay. And a lot of complicity has come in. Like, for example, 20, 30 or 50 years back, there was no mutual fund, or there was no healthcare facilities. Like now, we are more aware of what different diseases, or I would say health concerns that are out there. And I think AI would help us, augment our capabilities. Like, because it's not humanly possible to know everything. So I think AI, we can make use of AI to use it for our benefits.
Yeah, that's why I have this image behind on my profile. It's handshaking with the robot, right? So we have to work in conjunction with the machine.
Sorry
It's
to
not humanly
interrupt.
possible to know everything.
Toastmaster, sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt, but I want to say this topic is so much interactive and informative. We could talk on, we could talk like for hours. But I guess we'll have to move on to next part, which is general evaluation. So over to you, Toastmaster Sarika.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And good afternoon, everyone. So today I'm the general evaluator. And to start my evaluation, first let me call upon evaluator Ravi Raj to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Vishal.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Sarika. I would like to get the timing details from the timer.
Sure, Toastmaster Raviraj. So for evaluation, the timing guideline is 2 to 3 minutes. So I'll show the green card at 2 minutes, yellow card at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and red card at 3 minutes. We have a buffer of 30 seconds on both the sides. Before you start the evaluation, let me just share my screen. Master Raviraj, please let me know once you're able to see the screen.
Yes.
Okay. So once you're comfortable, I'll start the time.
Yeah, you can start.
Sure. Go ahead.
I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Vishal. I would like to say that it was a very beautiful speech. A beautiful toast you made, I should say. So for our audience, I would like to explain a toast is something that we speak a few words of gratitude to our colleagues, or you must have seen in Christian marriages that we deliver a toast and say a few words about bride and bridegroom. So moving on towards the evaluation, what I liked about Toastmaster Vishal was that his energy was very soothing. Toastmaster Vishal talked about his story in which there was an emergency situation in the Toastmaster Club, and how he was recommended to take up the role of the VP. And you also talked about how you faced self-doubts, and Toastmaster Sudha and fellow Toastmasters believed in you. This gives us a great learning that even if we don't believe in ourselves, we should believe in our mentors. I liked that you told how Sudha ma'am encouraged you to take different roles and never give up. This also gives us the second learning that we should also take different roles and continue our journey in Toastmasters. You also expressed your gratitude to different members of your Toastmaster club. So moving on to the improvements, how you can make a great toast. I would like to say that it would have been better if you would have started the speech with just a little loud voice. In a toast, we speak a little louder at first to break the silence, and then you can continue as you continued in the later part of your speech, which was very beautiful. It also would have been better if you have given more stories about your fellow Toastmasters when you were expressing your gratitude towards them. It would have connected the audience in a better way. Overall, you have fulfilled the purpose of your speech very beautifully by expressing your gratitude to all the members of your Toastmaster club. It was a very wonderful speech, and I am looking forward to listening more from you. Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raviraj. Now, can I call upon Toastmaster Sudha to do the evaluation of Toastmaster Raviraj?
Sorry, there has been a little bit of changes around. So I just want to clarify a few things. I'm supposed to evaluate Raviraj for his evaluation of Vishal, and also I'm evaluating Vishal for his speech as well. Yeah, so I'm doing both the things. So I'll start with Vishal's evaluation. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and of course, in particular, my speaker, Toastmaster Vishal Mehta. Believe in yourself. Now, before I actually start getting into my actual evaluation, the speech that he rendered today put me in a jinx because I had to segregate my speech into 4 different parts. One is a thank you to you. The second is a feedback on your journey, which is what you shared. Third is the feedback of the speech. And the fourth is the message to the club by you taking up that particular situation which you rose up to that occasion at that time. So I will now first concentrate on the feedback of your speech. So Vishal, you were supposed to start with your speech, which is for to toast and give a speech of eology, wherein you're praising a person, a moment, or you're toasting to the person or the moment which you're experiencing. To that, kudos, you did a great job on that, because the moment was your journey with Toastmasters and the people who contributed to making this journey successful. And you did a brilliant job. Along with that, you also passed on a message about how it happened because some people believed in you. And that is the turning point of your speech, which I felt. Because the sentence which you used, which is where people started listening to you more closely, is, I felt that they saw something in me which I didn't see in myself. And that was a turning point of your speech. You crafted it beautifully, and you connected with the audience instantaneously. And it was Toastmasters, and it was about your journey, and it was about a person who is connected to the audience, which is Vishal Mehta. So it was a wonderful icing on the cake, I should say. Now, if I had to give you any feedback on this particular attempt, knowing you, I would want to be a little bit more liberal in giving my feedback. One is, you should have probably structured it in a way that you first talk about the moment, the journey, and the conclusion. So in that way, it would have been a little bit more structured. It looked like you were literally giving us a farewell speech, like I mentioned, like something where you were saying that I've finished this job. And no, the objective of the speech was something else. So you could have probably edited it in a way that it came out as a eulogy and not like just thank you or a farewell speech. That's the way, a very small difference. But if you had to follow the structure with Toastmasters, and you being a veteran Toastmaster, I think, I'm sure time is the essence. Maybe you didn't have the time to put in to make the speech a real true. Otherwise, I know that you're capable of much more amazing contributions that you've done in the past. So with that, wishing you all the very best. You're the person who has reached level 3 and project 2. Kudos to you. And this is where the transformation is really going to happen, Vishal. So don't let it go. Keep at it. Come back again and again. And I'm sure you yourself will see the transformation. Thank you. Over to you, Sarika. Second.
Thank you. Yeah, you are also going to evaluate. Thank you. Yeah. Over to you, Sudha.
So good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and speaker in particular, Toastmaster Raviraj. A very brave attempt to take up an evaluation of Vishal, who's attempting his level 3 and project 2. When I asked Brijesh, the VP Ed, that, is he okay to do it? He said, no, I want to do it. That's the way I would probably get over my nervousness or, get the confidence to do it further. But so kudos to that. You did a wonderful job by coming on the stage and taking up this particular responsibility. So kudos to that in the first place. You well explained what is eulogy. You talked about what it means, and you tried to explain that being the objective which Vishal was trying to deliver in his speech. Couple of things you should have probably come to follow. In Toastmasters, there is a CRC. So you kind of compliment, you recommend, and then you conclude. Your complimenting part was very little. There should be pointers to your compliments. Why you liked your speech. Okay, it was your calmness, it was your speech content, it was whatever you did. So that was there. Your recommendation also, you had one recommendation. That also was great. But I think if you'd have put it in a structure that, okay, now coming to your recommendation, now coming to your conclusion, this is my compliment, then that would have created a little bit more structure in your speech. The most important thing is that you need to read the objectives of the speech before you start. Okay, I also had to do it, but I didn't get the document at the time I was called on the stage. But usually you should read the objective of the speech and say, read it out fully. What is the evaluator supposed to do? Read it out, and then you come to your this thing. And conclusion is another very important part where you're going to conclude the speech and also give a message to the audience and the speaker. That's one thing where you could have added a little bit more. But considering that you've done it for the first time, Raviraj, and also a person who has finished icebreaker or 2 speeches, you have done a wonderful job in doing the evaluation. And I want you to come back and take more evaluation so that you improve in this. This is how we also become good speakers, because we try to look at other people's speech with, needle. So, that'll help you in improving your speeches as well. Thank you. Over to you, Sarika.
Thank you. Okay,
Sarika, just I have one quick thing to tell to Vishal, because that's not a part of the speech, but I just needed to point out a few things. Vishal, I must say that when I believed in you, yes, I definitely saw something which was different. And I think that was the only thing which contributed to starting your journey. It's like your petrol or your engine just started. But I think the rest of it is 100% effort of yours. You were committed, you were sincere, you took up responsibilities like anytime you were ready, you were always there. So that's your character. So the part of you as a person was always there. It was just a matter of us triggering it. Us, as I mean, all we members, and Babu sir, of course, was also instrumental in it. And I'm so happy you've come such a long way. I mean, if you put a mirror in front of you and look at your journey, I'm sure you will find the changes, Vishal. I'm so happy to be, if contributing in a little way to make this change happen. Wishing you all the best and wanting to see you do more. Thank you. Over to you, Sarika.
Thank you. Okay, now let me call upon the tag team player. Can we have the timer Brijesh to share the timing report?
Sure, Toastmaster Sarika. So I've already given a report on prepared.
Yeah, for the evaluation.
Table topic.
Yeah, only the evaluation.
The evaluation. So Toastmaster Raviraj took 2 minutes 59 seconds. And then Sudha ma'am with 2 evaluations. So for Toastmaster Vishal's evaluation, she took 3 minutes 27 seconds. The timer on screen was delayed a bit. And for Raviraj's evaluation, she took 2 minutes and 36 seconds. So all the 3 sessions qualified.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Brijesh. Now let me call upon the R counter for today, Toastmaster Mehek, to give her report.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, GE Sarika. I'll share my screen for the counter report. So if we don't really have a lot of time, I'll share the link to this particular document. And in red are the words that are used majorly by everybody. When there are filler words that are considered, and the yellow words are the phrases that are used, the filler phrases. These are the ones that are majorly used. Sometimes people use some. I've heard today in the meeting twice there was a use of I mean, and I don't think there was seriously and basically. But yes, this is the report, and I'll share it to you on the chat. There was also another video that I wanted to share with everyone. The video will take a very different turn on how an R counter evaluation should be done, because it has a very different view on the use of filler words and filler phrases. I'll share that link too, and I'll share it on our Instagram page also as well. So if anybody wants to check it out, they can check it out as well then. Over to you, General Evaluator. Sarika.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mehek. Now let me call upon our next tag team player, Toastmaster Sikandar, for his grammarian report. Is Sikandar here?
Hope I'm audible. Generally
Yes, you are
validated.
audible. Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. So though I had some technical glitch, but I will like to present my report as much as I could cover. So there was quite a few good usages of grammar being done, which include double hatting, filling up gaps, impromptu speech, spinning the wheel, rash driving, driving like crazy, lots of compassion, bringing emotions on table, boon or bane, going for a toss that was used twice in the meeting, automation, evolution of technology beyond horizon, giving way to them, lot of originality, skipping the bandwagon, rose up to the occasion, toasting to the person, turning points, icing on the cake, come to follow. And though the word for the day was just used once by Vishal, and I would encourage all the speakers to use such the word of the day more often. And general instruction to the TMOD that could be a betterment for the upcoming meeting is that if the grammarian's introduction is being done at the top, the timer and the other our counter can also use the word of the day. So over to you, Sarika. General Manager Sarika. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sikandar, for your report. Okay, now my 2 bits on the entire meeting. Have I covered everything? Yes, all the tag team team.
Yeah, hello. Hi, Sarika. Sorry to interrupt. Can we launch polls for the evaluators?
Yes. So can we quickly fill in the polls? Can we also launch the poll for the tag team player now?
Sure, we can.
Okay. It's already 1:12, so I think I need to brush up fast. Yeah.
Yeah, land the poll and I'll launch the tag team.
Okay. So the meeting started at 11:06. I think we were 6 minutes late. We wanted people to join in. So maybe, next time we should stick on time so that we end on time, and because people really spend. So let's ensure that people join in time so that we can start the meeting on time. Then it was taken over by Deepak. Deepak is not here, I think, but I just wanted to have few comments for Deepak. Deepak sounded very flat. I think the start of the meeting, especially the Sa, has to be very energetic, has to set the tone, because Sa plays a very important role because he sets the tone of the meeting. I always feel that. And hence, I think, and Deepak, maybe the Sa could use some innovations or some phrases or something like that, some innovation at least to set the tone correct and to start the meeting, because a good start always plays a very important role. Then came the presiding officer, a $1 million smile, always smiling. She started the meeting. She set the tone correct. Maybe just one suggestion to the presiding officer: you could link the topic to the you could maybe link a story to the current topic. I think somewhere you revealed the topic and you gave initially only your feedback about what you think about AI, and so there's already a perspective which is set, and then the T-Mod comes in and he shares his perspective. So maybe you could have, just because T-Mod it's the theme of the team, or so maybe, you could have just pick up a story, link to it, and given some personalized touch. So maybe that's the only suggestion that I have. But always you are quite energetic, very, always smiling. So that really brings a lot of energy to the entire meeting. So that's a very good start. The guest introduction were done fabulous. The introduction to the team was done fabulous by the presiding officer. I really like the way she was all charged up, introducing the young, energetic, and tech savvy, and we are the trainer. So I love the introduction that you did for the team today. Then came our team, and now, anyways, I think I have very few things to tell to the team because the session was so interactive today and everybody was participating. So I think that is the achievement of a team. I feel when everybody participates, everybody wants to talk, everybody wants to share their opinion. That shows that how the team has grabbed and in the attention of the members. Also, but Shreyans, you started with a personal story of your dad, how using. But the only suggestion, as I always tell, you're very fast while speaking. You have to take pauses. When you were showing those pictures, the digital art, you didn't even give us 5 seconds to look at the picture. Immediately the next one, immediately the next one. You could have spoken about that picture, that how the cars are flying. In the first picture, it is this. You could have linked it, So I think that is something, and I've seen that, I've observed whenever you have a lot of content, you are fast. You don't give pause. You give pause, give a breather for the members to think, to understand, and to digest. So I think that is one suggestion that I have for you. Otherwise, you were fabulous. I loved the questions that you asked to the tag team player, especially the question that you asked Brijesh. Oh, it was fabulous. So it was so apt, and Brijesh gave a correct answer of answering to the call teller. So it was very good. So that was a nice way of interacting. Just continuing with what the team said, continuing with you, Onishans, I love the way of you projecting. You were actually into that AI, and we could sense that how the topic is so close to your heart. You portrayed the digital art. You told us to write questions that we can ask on ChatGPT. So that's a very good engagement with the audience, which is really important for a team and that really makes the meeting very lively. So I think fabulous job, team Shreyans, and we really look forward for more such amazing themes. And I love the fact that one of the youngest member is educating all of us, so it is so much fun knowing and the perspective, because when Ashwin asked you a question, there's a counter answer to it. So you can see the perspective how you have versus, all the other people have. So it's a nice way, and you learn from all these things. So thank you, Shreyans, and I really look forward for more such topics and innovation. So good job, Shreyans. Then came Brijesh. Brijesh, you spelled out the timer role. I think you are so confident. You were extremely clear. Shreyans needs to learn the pauses from Brijesh. Brijesh has an absolute nice pauses in his, in his speech. He sounds so mellowed down, so calm, so composed, and very clear. So that shows the clarity in his thoughts. You flashed around the green, yellow card. So I think fabulous job done. So you were very confident. I still remember, Brijesh, seeing you for the first time. You've really come way forward. So kudos to you, and you're really taking a lot of effort, and that is showing up in your work. Then came Mehak. Mehak is anyways a pro. She always comes with innovation. I love the way how she found out the link to the Google, and she's giving, of course, because of short of time, we are not able to see the video, but I'm sure that it will be a different perspective to the counter report. So good introduction, good way, Mehak, of showing up the report and being really true to the role. Then came our grammarian Sikandar. I could sense Sikandar was also so keen towards this topic, and all engineers are active today, in our club, that everybody who's tech savvy wants to take up. And Sikandar, you did a good job, but only one suggestion. Oh my God, your topic of word of the day was so difficult. First, it took me time to actually understand what the word is. some nervous system, some joining of nerve synapses. I just couldn't link it. And then using it in the Toastmaster meeting. So maybe one suggestion, you could have used I know, I understand you were trying to link it to the AI, but AI itself is so complex. And then finding a word of the day which is more complex and then linking it to the meeting is very difficult. So maybe that is why people couldn't use the word of the day. So maybe a much generic word would really help people to use the word of the day more often, and this will be registered, because see, the importance of using word of the day is that you learn a new vocabulary, and at the same time you use it so you understand what's the true meaning of that word. So maybe that's just one suggestion that I have. Then, but I also like, Sikandar, you gave this aspect of, I thought chat GPT is God, but I am so glad that you told that it couldn't pass UPSC exam. It makes me really feel proud. So good one to at least share that. Then came Vishal as a speaker. You've already been evaluated wonderfully by Raviraj and Sudha. But thank you, Vishal. Again, my 2 bits that thank you so much for being in the club, and I really appreciate it. It's not your farewell speech. We want you for years and years, but just because today it was your session of speaking as a toast, so just maybe, amazing, very, very well done. You were very emotional. You actually touched a heart. So a toast is required, and why do you give a toast? Because it should actually feel and it should touch your heart, and your toast really did that. So I think fabulous job done, objective achieved. Then was the table topic session. Vishal Khanvilkar. I think both the Vishals are fabulous, Vishal, you did a fab job. The spinning of wheel, and maybe, of course, the spinning of wheel, and then the Brijesh about the timing part. So maybe, that could have been coordinated well, but otherwise your topics were apt. Every topic was really driving to the theme of the day. I love the fact that every table topic session you evaluated and you gave your 2 bits. So you summarized it, you added a value, so which is a fabulous job done. So it is just, so TTM's role is not just about showcasing the topics and just asking questions. You add value when you say your 2 bits, which you really were true to yourself today. So fabulous job done, Vishal. Whenever you come here in the meeting, you really add a lot of value. So please do come and do participate regularly. So thank you, Vishal, for coming up with this super interesting topics. Then came the evaluation, which was done by Sudha ma'am and Raviraj. Again, you've already been evaluated, so nothing more to add, but of course, a fantastic evaluation, Raviraj. Really bravo that you tried attempting Vishal's speech level 3 and you are at level 1, but fabulous job done. I really like the way, you are enthusiastic and you were putting it up. So thank you. Overall, I think a fantastic meeting. I really enjoyed. I loved it, interacting with ChatGPT. I loved the questions and people's thought, and it really, I'm so now inclined to actually go to the ChatGPT and ask few funny questions and just find out that what exactly the answers you have. But thank you overall. I think a fantastic sessions, and look forward for more such interactive sessions. Over to you, Timor, to maybe for the closing remark, and then you can hand it over to the president. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sarika, for such a informative evaluation. And by saying it, I just want to conclude the speech by AI has its own pros and cons, just like Robert Downey Jr. said, with great power come great responsibility. So we have to use AI with our own responsibility, and we just have to use it by fair means and not for some bad usage. Of course, it has its own disadvantages and advantages, but I'm sure if we use it for good purpose, then of course we'll crack the AI code. And by concluding this, I want to say you welcome to the AI verse. Over to you, presiding officer Toastmaster Misha.
I think we should give a huge round of applause to Shreyans for such a fantastic meeting today. And to the whole team, the whole tag team, all the role players who have worked so hard and made this meeting a success. So congratulate yourself first, and thank you so much everybody else who has attended this meeting, stayed with us throughout the meeting. I'm pretty sure now you understand why do we keep telling you to attend our meetings, because it is worth it. So thank you so much. And for the first time, I really felt that this was more of a group discussion than a Toastmasters meeting, and I had a lot of fun. This is quite a fun topic to understand different kind of philosophies and point of views, and I learned a lot, to be very honest. And now, by the end of the meeting, I too have a lot of things to say. And thank you so much, Rayan, for introducing somebody who's not tech savvy to artificial intelligence and a lot of new technologies. So, moving on now, I would first want to ask all the
Hello.
guests.
Yeah, Misha,
Sorry.
sorry to interrupt. Can I launch the best of pick three? That's the only
Sure.
pending poll. So I'll quickly
Okay,
launch it.
okay.
You
Are we
can
done with the
parallelly.
poll? No. Are
Yeah,
we
yeah.
done with the poll?
Only one.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. I would request all of you to please take the polls. Okay. So now we can just have our guests here who can share their point of views, their experiences, how they felt. And to begin with, Dipali, would you like to share how you felt? How was the meeting? Hi, Dipali.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, Dipali. Now that we are at the end of the meeting, would you like to share your views and your thoughts and your feedback on how you found the meeting?
Yes, yes. Actually, I really enjoy this session, and it was really informative. And yeah, it was my first day, and I have a great experience. Thank you.
That's lovely. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for staying throughout. And I'm so glad that this was completely worth. And we really look forward to having you in more of our meetings. And I really hope I'll get to see your face next time you will switch on the camera. We all will get to look at your beautiful face. So moving on, do we guest Biko, would you like to please share your thoughts, your views, your feedback on the meeting?
Yeah, thank you so much. Actually, the session is really amazing, and I really liked a lot. Basically, I really wanted to attend a session like this, so it's really adding a lot and helpful to develop your communication skill and your public speaking and your group discussion. This will really help to develop yourself. So this is really amazing, and it really thankful to me that I took that decision to attend this session, and I'm definitely going to see you personally, you guys, in the next session. Maybe this is going to happen in next weekend, so I'll meet you personally over there. And I really thank you everyone for this session.
Thank you so much, Biku, for joining us and for this
Yeah,
wonderful feedback. We
yeah,
really hope to see you as well. And
yeah,
trust me, after this such an environment where you can learn and be in positive environment, you can meet people, and trust me, you will always go back with nice, good memories, lot of information, and a lot of positivity. Once you start, it's not going to end. Trust me for that. A lot of people here will know that because they have been Toastmasters for long. And it is no matter how long you have been into Toastmasters, you always keep learning because
yeah.
it's a journey and you never cease to learn. So thank you so much, Biku.
Thank you.
Moving on, can we have guest Arun? Arun, would you like to please share your thoughts and your feedback?
Sure, Mishan. Thank you. First of all, I'm glad that I was a part of this session. And yeah, like all the expectations met. I felt very comfortable, first of all. Like everyone, it was very much easy to interact with. Uh, yeah, and at the same time, it was very informative. Thanks to AI that we are making virtually. I'm looking forward to having more sessions offline as well as online. Thanks a lot. Misha, you are on mute.
I'm sorry. Can we please give a round of applause to all the guests for coming in and being a part of our Toastmasters Club? Thank you so much, Dipali, Arun, and Viku. It is a pleasure to have you always. And I really hope to see you all in the meetings, no matter whether it's physical or virtual. Please do join us. We would love to have you. Moving on, thank you so much, everyone. It was a lot of fun today. Vishal Khanvilkar, thank you so much for taking up the table topic. It has been long since you have joined, and you did a fabulous job as a table topic master. We had a lot of fun, and I really hope you come and take up a lot of roles and take up your speeches. It's always nice to see all the members coming up, taking up roles, being a part of the meeting. So I hope to see you again, and not just for the virtual as well as the physical meeting. Vishal, I hope you will be there with us. Vishal, are you there? Okay, I think there might be some problem. So, anyways, okay, without any further ado, we are short on time. We have our VP Ed Brijesh and VP Ed VP membership Tanmay. For now, we will have a AMA session, Ask Me Anything session regarding Toastmasters. Also, a very, very important announcement. We are open for membership and for renewals. So I would urge all of you. We have had a wonderful session today. Artificial intelligence is really helping us a lot. But trust me, Toastmasters cannot be matched with artificial intelligence. It is a different uh, experience altogether to be a part of Toastmasters, to enhance your skill, to meet people, form a bond. I have formed a lot of bonds, a lot of friendships in Toastmasters, and I will always remember everybody. It has been a beautiful experience, a great pleasure working with everyone, learning a lot. And I really urge all of you to think about it and renew your memberships as soon as possible. We have a lot of new things coming up, which Toastmaster Brijesh will tell you. He will be making a lot of announcements. For those who have not joined the previous meetings, we have a few things to tell. So regarding the renewals, all the details will be shared with you on the WhatsApp group, as well as you can get in touch with Toastmaster Tanmay or me or Brijesh for any other details or any other queries you have regarding the renewals as well as the membership. I would actually urge you, and it would be preferable if you get your renewals done by the 15th of March or actually before it. It will help all of us, and also we have a 100th meeting coming in April. So I wish to see all of you there. We have a lot of plans for it, and all of you are more than welcome to share your inputs to how we celebrate 100th meeting of Toastmasters for Mumbai Speakers Club, because this is a huge achievement and we have come to the 100th meeting because of each one of you here. So all of you are more than welcome to share all your thoughts, feedbacks, inputs, anything that can help us celebrate this milestone together, because it is our team effort that has brought us here. So now I would hand over the stage to Brijesh, who would now make a few announcements, share his PPT, and all the guests they can actually stay. They can hang around. They can look at all the announcements that we are making, and we have a AMA session, Ask Me Anything session regarding Toastmasters. So please go ahead and ask us anything you would like to know about Toastmasters. Over to you, Brijesh.
Sure. Thank you, Presiding Officer Misha. Before I begin, I'll just hand over the stage to Toastmaster Tanmay. He can announce the winner, and then I'll pick it up.
Your voice is a little low, Brijesh. Yeah, but I
Hello.
think we understood. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll quickly present the awards. Okay. And announce the winners too. I think Shreyans is spamming the chat box. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
congratulations to all the winners.
Yeah, Pritesh, you can continue.
Thank you.
We are a clash for tag role actually, and we have two winners. One is Prijesh and second one is Mehak. So congratulations both and all of you.
Thank you, everyone. So I hope I'm audible. My voice is not.
Yeah, it's yeah.
So I'll not take much time. I understand everyone is hungry for their lunch. Let me just run through the announcement. We had made this couple of sessions back, but then we had a thin audience. So I would go through it once again. So 4 prominent announcements. The first one being we have already started with Toastmasters of the Month. So Toastmasters of the Month is an award which we want to share with our members if they are consistently participating in the Toastmasters meeting. We have a point system. While since we are short on time, I wouldn't want to expand on the point system for today. We'll again have a refresher on this. But I just want to put that point over here. If you are joining regularly, if you are taking roles of TMOD, if you are giving your speeches, you will definitely be the one, winning the Toastmaster of the Month. And there are some exciting set of rewards which would be shared with you. So I would urge everyone to aim for that award. And the only request being, just don't look at the rewards, also look at the progress you are making. So if you attend Toastmaster session regularly, I'm sure you would improve your public speaking skills, you would improve your impromptu speaking, and you will also develop your leadership skills. And let me tell you, I'm engineer. I use a lot of AI in the work I do, but there's no replacement for public speaking. AI can, get the job done, but it will not be able to present it to the leadership. So ensure you are beefing up your soft skills because that would be the differentiator in my view. The next announcement is on the hybrid meeting. So I understand with COVID, like during COVID, we started this club. So we've become very comfortable with the virtual meeting. But the essence of public speaking is speaking in front of the audience. That is what will, develop your speaking skills. So what we have decided is we'll have 2 hybrid meetings every month. So hybrid meeting gives you an option to come at the physical venue and deliver a speech in front of the audience and get rid of your stage fear. And just in case, there are there's some issues and you are not able to travel to the physical venue, we also have the virtual option available so that you're not missing out on the meeting and also taking away all the learnings from the session. Third, we'll have a hands-on session on Toastmasters website navigation. What we've understood is, a lot of the members in our club are new and probably are not very pro on how to navigate the Toastmasters website. So they are missing out on a lot of learning, and we are not able to present, our club in a better way, because when we go and talk to the area directors, to the district lead, they generally look at, how we are doing on the portal. Like, so if we are giving our speeches, but we are not updating in the Basecamp on our Toastmasters website, our club shows as lagging behind other clubs. We do not want that to happen. We also want you to, take a lot of advantages of all the learning materials available. So we would urge you to come and participate in the meeting. We'll definitely have one session on this. And last but not the least, we are building a community club. And community club, our request is, you follow us on all the social media handles, follow us on Instagram, follow us on LinkedIn, subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. So all our videos are live streamed. So as I'm speaking, we have a live stream going on YouTube. So you can watch that. You can probably, you want a refresher on ChatGPT. You can always go back, watch this video again and get all the learnings what Shreyans had to present. So with that, I'll conclude the club announcement. I'll open the floor for ask me anything, any questions. Please go ahead. Please come forward and ask. Happy to answer. Yes, with that, I'll open the floor.
Can we get the details of the membership fees and everything?
Yes, we should be sharing that soon.
Yes, Vishal, I'll be posting it in the group just now.
And
And yeah, Shreyans.
where I can see whether my membership is about to expire.
So, Toastmaster Shreyansh, what generally happens is we have a half-yearly renewal, which our club generally follows. So the last renewal happened in the month of October, and every one of us, the fees we paid for membership renewal were from October to March. So every one of us is due for renewal April onward, bearing, I guess, few members who probably would have joined in February or March, and our VP membership would have asked them, to pay the membership fees for those 2 months and the following 6 months as well. Otherwise, every one of us is due for renewal.
So you will be sharing all the details when we have to renew, right?
Yes, our president will share all the details on the WhatsApp group, and you guys can then go ahead and renew your membership.
Okay.
Yeah, over to you, presiding officer Misha.
We do not have any guests as of now, but any of our members do need anything to like they want to ask anything, they can go ahead, or we can just conclude the meeting. I will be sharing the details of the renewals in the group, and you can reach out to any one of us in case you have any queries or doubts. Rest, we are good to go. And I'm so glad to see so many people coming and taking up roles, and I really hope that this continues. Vishal Khanvilkar. Vishal Mehta is there. We cannot function without Vishal Mehta. So, Vishal Khanvilkar, it's nice to see you. I hope you come for the meeting more often and take up roles and speeches. You have joined us after a very, very long time. So, it's good to see you. I hope you will be helping, doing the renewals as well. And renewals, I really urge everybody to go through the renewals before the 15th of March. That would be helpful for you as well as the club. And I think we are done with here. And happy Sunday, everybody, and have a great weekend ahead. I wish you all the very best. And please, for any details or any other queries, we are there for you. Call us, text us, and also all of us are there on social media. Please do follow us, like, share, subscribe, bell button. ऐसे ही बोलते हैं ना, Vijesh? So do that because it's our club. We only have to do this, okay? Share the details of the club and the meetings as well. Share it with your friends. Also, one thing Vijesh might not have has not shared, but we have points. We have points for guests also. So if you bring along a guest with you, you will get additional points for that. Apart from joining the meeting, so this will increase your chances of becoming the Toastmaster of the month. In the end of this month, we will be announcing the Toastmaster of the month for 2 months, that is February and March, and we will try to inculcate more of your inputs if you are if you're giving your input. Also, I urge everybody to please take up the polls and help us form an informed decision. Next meeting most probably will be a physical meeting, but please make sure you register your availability. Based on that, we can decide whether or not we can go in for a physical meeting. Virtual meetings are always there, but it's always nice to have physical meetings. Apart from that, do we have anything else? Does anybody want to share anything, ask anything? So I guess we are good to go. Thank you so much for joining us. It was a lot of fun. Shreyans, you were an amazing CMOD. And thank you so much, Raviraj, Vishal Mehta, Vishal Khanvilkar, Ashwin, Brijesh, Sikandar, and Mehek, and everybody who has left as well. Thank you so much and have a great week ahead. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Johan.
Bye.
Bye.